Undoubtedly, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who was also a Stoic philosopher, deeply resonates in our pursuit of self-development and serenity. His famous contemplation on the power of our thoughts in shaping our reality serves as an inspiring starting point for our conversation. Today, we're going to delve into 11 key elements that, when removed from our lives, can trigger significant transformation. The journey we propose is more than just a visualization. It's an invitation to active participation. As we dive into these reflections, we encourage you to bring your own experiences and insights to each topic discussed. This exchange of ideas enriches the learning process and connects us on a deeper level. The goal is to move beyond merely consuming information, fostering a space for introspection and personal change. Get ready for a journey that promises not only to expand your knowledge, but also to provide fertile ground for self-discovery and inner metamorphosis. Each step of this journey is an invitation to reflection and action. Let's embark on this adventure with an open mind and a heart ready to grow. Are you ready? Let's go. The first crucial lesson for personal transformation focuses on a tough but essential reality: how to deal with the disappointment caused by those we considered close friends. Here, the wisdom is straightforward and powerful. When hurt, we shouldn't feel the need to provide lengthy explanations or engage in dramatic confrontations. The wisest strategy is simply to move on, leaving behind what no longer serves us. This path isn't about revenge or demanding apologies, but about preserving our own peace of mind. There may come a time when the person who caused you pain returns, seeking your help or support. At that point, trust that a simple no is enough. There's no obligation to reach out to someone who has already broken your trust. Often, the most prudent decision is to avoid drama and quietly establish a distance between you and that person. Let time reveal the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself and let the future unfold naturally. Often, this is the best way to enable growth for both parties. Be realistic. You don't need to keep people in your life who don't respect you. Everyone deserves to be valued, and moving away from those who fail to do so is an act of courage. It's a choice for your mental health and personal growth instead of getting involved in unnecessary drama. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Don't stoop to their level of actions. Instead, dedicate yourself to becoming the best version of yourself, cultivating your inner peace and strengthening your character. This is the true and most rewarding path. The second key to transformation is awareness of the goals in our life. Often in the journey of existence, we are called to make critical decisions, act with intention, and stay authentic. In this process, it becomes crucial to discern which goals no longer align with our true purposes. Letting go of these goals is not only acceptable, but also essential, as it frees our energy and focus for what truly matters. A significant aspect of this journey is how we conduct these changes. It's wise to avoid broadcasting every new direction or decision we make. There's no need to announce every turn in our journey to the world. This discretion not only protects our strategies and intentions, but also preserves the integrity of our choices. Adopt a subtle approach, making silent adjustments and adapting to changes in circumstances, always prioritizing the values and identity that form the essence of who you are. This practice of discreet change and alignment with personal values not only eases the path, but also safeguards the authenticity of your trajectory. The words of Seneca, an influential Stoic philosopher, resonate in this discussion. It's not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully. This reflection highlights the importance of focusing on fundamental goals and abandoning what is superfluous. It urges us to use our time and efforts wisely and thoughtfully, choosing goals that truly reflect our deepest self and our most authentic aspirations. True wisdom lies in recognizing and following what is essential, leaving behind what no longer serves our growth and happiness. The third crucial point in our self-development journey addresses the delicacy with which we handle the end of relationships, whether friendships or romances. Here, discretion is of utmost importance. Broadcasting intimate details about conflicts or the reasons behind a breakup not only violates the privacy that was shared, but also feeds unnecessary remorse and can further complicate the situation. Instead of exposing these personal moments, the more beneficial path is to internalize and reflect on these experiences. This approach respects confidentiality and promotes a more introspective and meaningful healing process. If you feel the need to discuss these events, it might indicate the presence of unresolved emotions. In such cases, engaging in an internal dialogue to understand and process these feelings is more productive than seeking external outlets. By handling endings privately and with dignity, you preserve not only your emotional health, but also that of the involved parties. This is a respectful and discreet healing journey, honoring the shared experiences and facilitating personal growth. The wisdom of the emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers us guidance in this practice. You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This thought is particularly relevant when facing the end of relationships. It reminds us of the importance of focusing on controlling our own reactions and emotions, rather than getting lost in the turbulence of external circumstances. By recognizing and exercising this power over our minds, we find the strength necessary to navigate these moments with grace and resilience. The fourth lesson in our journey of self-development and personal growth leads us to the challenge of controlling our voice and behavior in moments of irritation or anger. Consider those situations like a tense meeting where frustration makes your heart race. It's common to feel the urge to express our anger, but what if instead we chose to speak more softly, directing that intense energy not into shouting, but into calm and assertive words? This choice goes beyond just preserving a good image. It's a crucial step in mastering our most turbulent emotions. Reflect on a time when you witnessed someone losing their patience. How did it affect you? Perhaps it caused discomfort or even disappointment. Now, imagine someone who, despite pressure and chaos, remained calm, their voice serving as an oasis of tranquility. This is the type of person many of us aspire to be. In these challenges, in these moments of tension, we discover our true strength. It's in this internal alchemy that we transform anger into proactivity, frustration into focus. It's not just about repressing harsh words, but about redirecting that energy into something constructive, turning barriers into opportunities. The wisdom of the philosopher Heraclitus underscores this idea, stating that balance is the greatest of virtues. In the most tempestuous moments, calm becomes our greatest defense, and the ability to maintain balance reveals itself as the most authentic form of courage. Therefore, when confronted with waves of intense emotions, remember, the ability to remain serene, to speak softly when everyone expects a shout, is not just a virtue, it's an incredibly powerful and unique skill. It's a superpower that resides within you, ready to be employed in moments of need. If you've made it this far, you're already part of a minority that is truly seeking improvement. Show that you're really focused by commenting, "I will be a new person," and write today's date. Also, take the opportunity to subscribe, and let's continue. The fifth valuable lesson in our journey of self-discovery and personal improvement is about how we handle the spread of negative opinions about others. Reflect on the last time you heard someone speak ill of another person. This kind of behavior probably made you question the integrity of the speaker, right? Spreading negative comments about others is a risky path and reveals more about the character of the speaker than about the person being criticized. It's more than a matter of diplomacy. It's about trust and respect. You don't have to like everyone, but it's important to remember that each person we interact with may be facing challenges unknown to us. When confronted with a difficult person or situation, the temptation to judge and criticize can be strong. However, that is the moment when you have the opportunity to change the narrative. Opting for empathy over disdain and conversation over conflict requires strength and maturity. This path is not just about maintaining peace. It's about understanding the complexity of human emotions and interactions. By adopting this stance, you not only build bridges, but also become someone capable of navigating the turbulent waters of relationships with skill and compassion. If you've been following along this far, it's a sign that you are truly committed to seeking change. I encourage you to leave a comment to share your journey. If this content resonates with you, leave a like and subscribe for more insights like this. Now, let's continue on our journey of growth and self-awareness. If you're enjoying this, don't miss out on the opportunity. Purchase the ebook now, Stoicism in the 21st Century, Ancient Strategies for Modern Challenges, and unlock your prosperity, abundance, and improve your relationships with this ebook. Link in the pinned comment. The sixth essential step in our personal growth journey confronts us with the trap of constantly comparing ourselves to others. This relentless pursuit of measuring ourselves against others is like running on a treadmill that doesn't have a stop button. It's an activity that drains our energies, is never-ending, and most importantly, steals our joy. Consider this: every time you compare yourself to someone, you're not just minimizing your own achievements, but you're also losing sight of the uniqueness of your own path. This habit of constant comparison often leaves us feeling perpetually behind, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and dissatisfaction. Now imagine changing that perspective. Start celebrating your unique characteristics, your mistakes, and your victories, no matter how small. This doesn't mean ignoring the world around you, but rather embracing your own journey authentically and without filters. Life isn't a perfectly written script where everyone follows the same storyline. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and incredibly diverse. Your story, with its ups and downs, is a testament to your resilience and individuality. Dive headfirst into your own narrative. Allow it to be a full spectrum of emotions, from frustrations to triumphs, all uniquely yours. By accepting and embracing your journey, you're not just moving forward, you're also redefining the rules of the game on your own terms. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Control your perceptions, direct your actions properly, willingly accept what's outside your control." This quote underscores the importance of focusing on our own path, instead of constantly comparing ourselves to others. By doing so, we open space to appreciate our own story and value our individual growth, regardless of how others are faring on their journeys. The seventh step in our journey of self-improvement leads us to reflect on the conscious use of social media. Imagine your life as a unique story, full of valuable experiences and personal growth. Now, compare this to social media, which often showcases the best moments of others' lives. This discrepancy can create unfair comparisons and a sense of dissatisfaction with our own reality. Therefore, it's crucial to use social media intentionally, designating it for specific purposes like inspiration, connection, or information, and then reconnecting with the reality of your own life. One strategy to manage this is to establish specific times for social media use, like during breakfast or after work. This helps prevent it from becoming a constant, invasive presence. Before each online interaction, take a moment to ask yourself, is this constructive or just a distraction? This reflection promotes meaningful engagement rather than aimless internet browsing. If you find that social media use is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem, consider taking a break. This period of stepping back is a chance to engage in real-world activities that reinforce the value of your own story. By making these adjustments, you create space to appreciate the narrative of your life, freeing yourself from incessant comparisons and focusing on what truly enriches your existence. The eighth crucial aspect in our journey of self-development addresses the liberation from the incessant quest for external validation. Picture yourself as an actor on a stage under the spotlight, with countless judgmental eyes evaluating your every move. This scenario symbolizes how oppressive and limiting it can be to live dependent on the approval of others. Now, visualize yourself stepping off that stage into a tranquil environment where your own voice is the most important. This transition represents the value of prioritizing your inner voice above others' judgments. Constantly seeking external approval diverts us from our true essence and desires. It's like wearing uncomfortable clothes just to please others. Reflect on the moments when you felt genuinely fulfilled in your life. They likely occurred when you were true to your values and beliefs, regardless of others' expectations. That is living authentically. To practice this in everyday life, start with introspection. Questioning your motives before making decisions is essential. Are you acting for yourself or for others? Trust your intuition, attend to your needs, and work on building your self-esteem. Celebrate your victories, learn from your mistakes, and value your qualities. Remember, the journey of self-acceptance is marked by small, yet significant victories. Cultivating relationships that respect your individuality and encourage the expression of your true self is also fundamental. By setting aside the need for external validation, we open the way for a more authentic and satisfying life, where we are the protagonists of our own story, guided by authenticity and courage. The ninth step in our quest for self-improvement deals with the trap of perfectionism. This mindset, which at first may seem advantageous, often leads to stress and the feeling of never being good enough. Perfectionism sets incredibly high standards and generates the fear of failure. However, it is in embracing our imperfections that we find the key to personal growth and true happiness. Life, much like art, becomes richer and more authentic when we allow room for imperfection. To combat perfectionism, start by accepting your limitations and recognizing that mistakes are essential to the learning process. Shift your focus from being perfect to being excellent, which involves doing your best while acknowledging that there is always room for growth. Practice self-compassion and be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Celebrate your efforts and understand that each step and stumble is part of your journey. To combat perfectionism, start by accepting your limitations and recognizing that mistakes are essential to the learning process. Shift your focus from being perfect to being excellent, which involves doing your best while acknowledging that there is always room for growth. Practice self-compassion and be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Celebrate your efforts and understand that each step and stumble is part of your journey. Redefine success, not as a flawless outcome, but as the journey itself, full of learning and personal development. By letting go of perfectionism, you open a range of possibilities, where mistakes are seen as opportunities for growth. This change in perspective leads to a more relaxed and authentic life, helping you to appreciate the beauty of your humanity and the unique path you are on. In the 10th step of our personal growth journey, we face the challenge of freeing ourselves from unrealistic expectations. In navigating life, we often set expectations like sails guiding us towards our dreams and desires. However, these same sails can become overinflated, turning into unrealistic illusions that drag us into turbulent seas of disappointment and disillusionment. Like sailors lured by mythical sirens, we chase perfection in ourselves, others, and our experiences, a pursuit as fruitless as chasing unattainable horizons. These excessive expectations, often fueled by society's whispers and the media, can obscure the beauty of our true selves and the raw reality of life. Liberating oneself from these illusions begins with deep and relentless honesty with oneself. It's a process of stripping away what should have been and what could have been to uncover the core of our true aspirations. It involves recognizing the burden of these expectations and boldly questioning whether they elevate or oppress us. This transformation is not a fairy tale. It's a realistic and sometimes painful acknowledgement of life's imperfections and our own limitations. It's about setting goals that are in harmony with who we truly are, not what we're told to be. Each small achievement, each step forward, becomes a symbol of our resilience on this journey. The beauty lies not in the destination, but in the rich tapestry of experiences we weave along the way. Letting go of unrealistic expectations not only relieves us, but also opens our eyes to the unexpected wonders of life. It teaches us to navigate its choppy waters with a heart open to every wave and tide, every joy and sorrow we encounter. It's an invitation to fully embrace the journey of life with all its twists and turns, discovering joy and learning in each moment. The 11th and final step in our journey of self-development deals with the impact of gossip and negative talk. Often, gossip can seem like an easy way to create connections, but it's a path that usually leads to harmful detours. Reflect on the last time you engaged in such a conversation. Did it really make you feel good, or did it, even subtly, erode your sense of integrity? Words, like seeds, have the power to cultivate blooming gardens or spread weeds. When we choose to enrich our conversations with kindness and understanding, we are fostering an environment where trust and respect can thrive. Avoiding gossip is a constant challenge. There are times when the temptation to partake in spiteful conversations is strong. However, the next time you find yourself in such a situation, pause. Think of the person in question as someone who, like you, has their own struggles and victories. Would you want your most difficult moments to be the topic of others' conversations? Not engaging in gossip goes beyond creating a positive environment. It's an act of respect for our shared humanity. By setting the example, you're not just avoiding negativity, but also lighting a path for others to discover more empathetic and genuine ways to connect. By adopting these 11 principles, we foster a resilient, empathetic, and positive mindset that leads to authentic personal development and more meaningful connections in our relationships. If you found value in this video, subscribe for more insights, turn on notifications, and show your support with a like and a comment. Stay blessed, everyone.